Yep. Too bad it's me.
Well, I'm excited. Thank you guys for coming back. You know, it's hard to come back.
Good morning, friends. Hello, hello.
Have a good day, guys. Have a great one. Bye. Bye. You guys say hi. Bye.
What kind of flower is that? Trillium. Trillium? Yeah. Trillium. Trilliums are a really good herbal for labor. They prevent hemorrhage during labor, and they're unique in the fact that they take 7 years to flower. It's a pretty little plant that comes up with little green leaves. I'll show you if we go walk around in the woods.
How is everything?
Delicious. Thank you.
You guys doing it?
Thank you. Yeah.
You're welcome. Did you guys get donuts?
I'm doing a thing.
Oh, okay, some donuts, Snickers.
Good morning, Gigi. So I think this is the fun part, right? I talk so often, we do these Bhakti Bites classes, and I talk so often about when I'm at home, and I'm sitting here leading the Bhakti Bites classes, and I'm like, no matter where you are, go ahead and just hold your mudra. Go ahead and just do your Bhakti Bites class. Go ahead and just do your thing, right? But you rarely see me out in public modeling that. Usually it's, again, me sitting in my private little corner having my private little meditation. So I thought it'd be fun to model that a little bit more this morning. We had things to do early in the morning, and they were mildly stressful things. So, also in the vein of using these mudras when we need these mudras, not just using them anecdotally because we want to sit with them for 5 minutes in the morning or something, but using them as the tools to bring us back into balance. Using them as the tools to help us get us through our day or different situations in our day. Can you guys hear me okay? I can bring it a little closer. Well, for those of you new here, hello. My name is Reverend Deborah. I am a movement facilitator, movement in breath, body, and being, and I am the owner of movewithchange.com, where we are an online mindfulness platform where I'm creating workshops, we're cultivating a community over there, and basically creating a space where those of us who are doing this work to come home to ourselves, to show up for ourselves every day, to learn to love ourselves, to heal, to grow, right? Where all the tools and the safe container exists over there at Move with Change. So, this week's mudra, for those of you who were not here on Monday, these are our Bhakti Bites classes. Bhakti means devotion, so devotion to what? Devotion to self-care. No matter where you are, no matter what you're doing during your day. We often think self-care is something we have to schedule and put aside somewhere else, and then it gets knocked off our to-do list because it's the very last thing that we prioritize. Self-care can happen anytime, anywhere, including in the bakery, including in your local bakery. So that's where we are today. We're going to do our Prana Mudra. The mudra for this week is called the Prana Mudra and is done simply by dropping your last two fingers down towards your palm, keeping your first two fingers extended, and using your thumb to just gently hold down those second two fingers. You do want a nice extension in the fingers. When you hold this mudra, good morning, Nikki. When you hold this mudra, you're not trying to create tension, but you hold this mudra with intention, okay? It's the intention that keeps this mudra present, I guess, right? Rather than relaxing and kind of losing our attention on the mudra. So, both hands or one hand. The beauty of this mudra is that a lot of mudras need to be kind of just laid in your lap upright so that they can be effective. But this is a mudra that you can use anytime, anywhere, in any position. I can hold it like this if I need to. I can lay it in my lap, palm down. I was driving this morning, feeling a little stressed out, needing the energy of this mudra. The energy of this mudra increases, it opens up our solar plexus, it assists us in cultivating willpower and confidence. It also assists us in boosting the immune system and activating the body's self-healing properties. Prana means life force. Prana is the life force that flows through us all. So the Prana mudra increases our life force. Think of it this way. My favorite visual for this, my mind is really playful, so I tend to try to share these things so that it can be helpful to you too. Imagine that this is the, what are they called? A matchbox car. That comes through, the energy comes through these two fingers, swirls through here, and gets kind of a slingshot back into your body. So that's kind of the energy of how this mudra works. And again, this mudra works to increase the solar plexus activity. So if you're feeling like somebody else is kind of imposing themselves on you, or you're in a situation where you need to maintain a center of balance and a sense of self-esteem, whether you're speaking up for yourself, whether you're in a one-on-one situation or a public speaking situation, right? Any of these kind of situations that may make us feel a little bit weak, or give us the tendency to feel like the victim in a situation. This is a mudra that's really, really helpful for that. It's also really good if you're just feeling really tired. So if you had to do what we did this morning, which was wake up really early, not morning people over here. So I've been using the mudra all morning to help me perk up. And this is me from 6:30 a.m. with no coffee, which is pretty damn good. I'm in a pretty damn good mood, per usual, for having to get up that early. Okay, so again, we are here in the bakery because normally I do my Bhakti Bites classes at home in a quiet space in a cute little corner, and it's all cultivated and whatnot. But I talk about how we can use these mindfulness tools no matter where you are, no matter what you're doing. So I figured we'd go out in the field today and practice our mudra out with whatever we're doing. So again, the Prana mudra is done like so. And then you can go ahead and grab your Prana mudra. We'll sit for a brief meditation. You can use your mudra, again, wherever it's comfortable for you. I actually really like to hold it here. You can hold it also at your side. You can also just lay it in your lap. I find that if I am in a public situation and I want to use a mudra, oftentimes I'm not holding the mudra up like this. So obviously, I'm going to find a way to either lay it in my lap or otherwise put it somewhere where I can kind of use it, or it looks like something else, so to speak. So feel free to move this mudra to wherever it works for you right in the moment. Especially if you're feeling anxiety, it's not going to be super helpful to showcase your mudra. I'm feeling anxious, right? So I'm going to be sit here like this with my mudra. That said, you can also meditate with your eyes open, right? So that's what we're going to do here. We're going to take our cute little home corner meditation and use it in the field as it is really meant to be used in the moment. So grab your Prana mudra, 1 or 2, whatever suits you today. I am going to go ahead and use one of them, and I'm going to place my other hand on my solar plexus. I have been feeling up and down with anxiety today and needing a little bit more of that confidence, of that centered energy, of that solar energy. So I'm going to put my hand right here. I'm going to do my Prana mudra with my right hand, and I'm going to keep it tucked here inside of my knee. And I'm going to begin my practice simply by taking 3 deep breaths to begin. Remember, I don't need to close my eyes for meditation. The point of meditation is not to disappear into some still, quiet world. It is simply to bring yourself back into balance in the moment. So, 3 deep breaths to fully arrive. Begin by inhaling through the nose, pulling the breath into the lungs and down into the belly. And sigh it out. Sometimes I might want to close my eyes. Inhale again, lifting the heart and elongating the spine. Let it go. Inhale once more, expanding the rib cage in all directions, front, sides, and back. And release. Now, while I'm holding my Prana Mudra, I am going to use my vision to assist in meditation. I'm going to look around the space that I'm in. Because I'm working with the solar plexus, I'm going to look for everything yellow around me. Take your time, holding your mudra, and looking for every possible yellow thing that you can spot. Or you can choose another color if you'd like to. For me, I'm choosing solar plexus color because that's the chakra we're working with this morning. And what does it do? What does it do to look around and look for colors? That literally brings our awareness into the present moment, into our present space. Every single little tiny bit of yellow. And for a second, I'm going to close my eyes and I'm going to bring that yellow into my solar plexus. I've just filled my vision with the multiple shades of yellow. I'm going to close my eyes and imagine all of those shades of yellow beneath my hand or here in my belly. Just below my rib cage, below my sternum. That's where the solar plexus is. I'm going to take a few moments. Take a couple of deep breaths. Imagining that ball of yellow light, all of that color that I saw around me, now within me. And as I do, I can feel it soothing my belly, the anxiety that has my belly flip-flopping, the flutter of butterflies in my gut quieting down. Like the warm sunshine on a spring day, soothing, peaceful, gentle. And then I remember that I'm in a public space and I suddenly feel anxious about having my eyes closed, so I pop them open again and I start looking for the color yellow again. Because I just got that anxiety triggered again, so I'm going to again treat the anxiety. Holding my mudra, continuing to hold my Prana Mudra, looking around the room, looking for everything yellow. I'm finding more yellow this time, funny enough. Everything yellow. Because the yellow is the solar plexus, and this mudra works to balance the solar plexus, to increase the energy here, to improve our willpower, self-esteem, sense of confidence, boost our immunity, assist in digestion, relieving symptoms of anxiety. We don't need special tools to bring us into the present moment. Honestly, we don't even need mudras to bring us back into the present moment. We don't even need to focus on our chakras to bring us into the present moment. One of the most powerful things that brings you into the present moment is the breath. The breath that is constantly inhaling and exhaling through you, an ebb and a flow of life. Simplest ways, when we offer ourselves self-care in the moment when we need it, instead of compartmentalizing our emotions or our feelings or our anxieties or our fears, instead of pushing them aside and basically telling them you're not important enough to look at right now. It's not, I don't have time for you, that kind of stuff, which is invalidating. And we're used to, usually, invalidating our emotions, invalidating the way we feel so that we can get through our day. But when we practice self-care like this in the moment, we allow ourselves to authentically feel what we're feeling without having to compartmentalize it, to treat it in the moment as if it is valid, as it really is, and then to give it a chance to relieve itself, to pass. Remember that when we have things arise in us, it's like a belch, right? You got air in your belly. That is going to come up to be released. When we have emotions that come up in our body, they rise up just like a belch to be released, right? We inhale to bring our breath in. We exhale to let our breath go. We can do the same thing with our emotions, our fears, our anxieties. We inhale as they rise, we feel them rise within us, and then we exhale to let them go. We don't let them go with a push, we don't fight them away, we simply, like a thought passing, like the breath passing. It comes and it goes. It comes and it goes. That natural rhythm that flows through absolutely everything in the universe is the exact rhythm, is the very rhythm that brings you back to center, that can offer you healing and balance in the moment. You simply tune in. Simply tune in to it. Ourselves back to center. Now that we have brought ourselves back to balance, I'm going to put my mudra back in my pocket. I'm going to keep it for later, because next time that I feel insecure, next time anxiety grips my guts, I know that I can pull this mudra out and hold it wherever I need it for a moment and invite more light, more confidence, more healing potential, more energy, more life force into and through my being. So, today is a quick session, but thank you guys so much for joining me. I hope that you enjoyed our little impromptu bakery meditation, and I hope that you take your Prana Mudra so that you can use it too whenever you need it, wherever you need it. Again, the Prana Mudra is done simply by dropping these last two fingers, using your thumb gently, no more than the weight of a nickel, over top of those nails. Leave that. You can leave these other two extended. Remember, you want to make sure that you are holding your mudra with intention, not creating tension. You don't need to overextend. You don't need to push. This isn't a hard situation. This isn't a hard hold. It is a intentional hold so that your fingers don't start curling back over on themselves. You want intention here, but not tension, right? It's a subtle intention. The most important pieces of meditation, any kind of meditation, are your intention and your attention. That means no matter where you are, no matter what you're doing, no matter who you're with, you can still find meditation in that moment. So I encourage you to take that with you today and find a moment where you wouldn't normally think of it as a moment for self-care and practice a little meditation. Look for the colors in the room. Follow your breath. Listen for the sounds in the room. Anything that brings you into the present moment, into your body, and acknowledging the present experience that you are having without having to try to change it, without having to try to push it away, without having to do anything about it, and just to be with it. So, I love you guys so much. I hope you have a great Wednesday, and I will see... What's today? Wednesday? Thursday? Friday? Friday morning Bhakti Bites. Tiny yoga. Friday morning tiny yoga. And you guys remember that all replays go onto YouTube. So if you haven't followed me at YouTube, please go follow me on YouTube. That's at movewithchange on YouTube. If you want to work directly with me, I do take private clients. That you can find that at movewithchange.com. If you have any questions about joining movewithchange.com, about our CAYA over there, or subscribing here on TikTok, please feel free to send me a message, or simply do all of the above and enjoy all the goodies. I love you guys. Have a great Wednesday.